What up? It's y'all boy King Joffrey. You know what's going on with me, man. What's going on with y'all, man? Check it out. We're going to get right to it, man. We ain't going to hesitate. Like, share, subscribe to my page, man. King Joffrey the 5th. You know what's going on. Look, let's jump right into it, man. So, I was looking at this shit on social media, right? And 3 events I looked at of parents and children killing their parents, man. And one episode was in Chicago, one in St. Louis, and one was in Wisconsin, right? So different places, it don't matter where you at, man, there's shit going on everywhere, right? And my opinion on this, and I'm not talking about nobody or their situations, whatever they had going on in life. It happens all the time, and shit just don't get broadcast, right? But one incident I can tell y'all real quick in Chicago, a mother was dating a guy, and the son was 21 years old, living at home with his mama. First mistake. Anyway, we ain't gonna do all that. Ain't what's going on right now. She and her boyfriend got real close. He was spending nights at first, and then she decided for the boyfriend to move in, right? So the son got wind of that shit, and he got jealous of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he a basement warrior. You like most motherfucking 21-year-olds are, and whatever. So, the son got so mad that the mother was putting him out that Friday. He planned to kill her and him when a man came over late at night. He went to his room. They were sitting in the kitchen eating dinner, dancing, having a good time. They showed it actually as she was recording this shit. They didn't show the shooting all the way. Son came in, shot him, shot her. His own mother. Crazy. Look, rest in peace to both of them, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs to them and rest in peace, man, to them. And, I'm just talking about the situation. But anyway, where I get to saying that is these youngsters don't respect their parents nowadays. Most of the youngsters, I'm going to tell you why that being is, because most of you parents want to be friends with the motherfucking youngsters. Y'all don't want to be a parent. Y'all want to be their friends. And most parents nowadays are scared of their own kids. Look. They scared of their kids, man. I'm not lying. One day I was in the store. I watched this dude talk to his daddy so crazy. I'm like, that's got to be his uncle or something. He talking to me like he's a drunk uncle. That was his motherfucking daddy. That was his daddy. Talking to him crazy. Ain't no motherfucking way. First of all, I'm going to tell you why that is, P's. Because y'all children don't respect y'all. Y'all think it's funny when y'all get around other people. Oh, he just playing, man. No, dog, no. We ain't gonna. See, that's the thing. One thing about parenting, I'm gonna tell y'all parents that don't know shit. Y'all think that y'all children, that's my son, he crazy, that's my daughter, that shit ain't what's up. That shit ain't what's up at all. My children, I got 7. They grown. They may not agree with everything I'm saying. I do give them advice, but there's no disrespect there at all. None. It ain't no, what's up, dog? Ain't none of that. They do call me Pops. They don't call me by my first name. Hey, woo. My son called me by my first name. My daughter called me they don't do that shit to me. That's a sign of no respect. None. There's no respect there. You feel me? Straight up. And then at the same time, y'all sit back. I will even watch at times where women, when I used to go to bars, when I used to drink, go to little bars and shit like that, I used to watch the mother and her daughter in the same bar twerking, drinking, and I'm like, damn, get it, mama, hey. That is sick shit, peace. That shit be sick to me. But in the black community, we make it cool for us to be friends with our children instead of being parents. And that ain't what's up. And that's why you got all these killings and all this shit going on, no respect. The respect is gone. Well, I grew up beating his ass, and that don't make... It ain't even about the ass beating. The ass beatings don't mean nothing, because I got my ass demolished growing up. That and still went to jail, still was in the streets, still did what I wanted to do. The ass whoopings don't mean nothing. And I grew up with a mother and father. What does mean something is conversation. Asking what's going on with their mental and these things of this nature. See, me growing up, my mother tried all those things with me. You feel me? And I get you a product in your environment, and my environment was fucked up. And back then, children, we were gonna do what we want to do. But one thing we did have was respect for our parents. Period. We was doing whatever we wanted to do in these streets. But one thing we did have, we had respect for the elders and we had respect for the parents. Period. We ain't getting no gun battles with old folks outside. We ain't selling no dope in front of them. We wasn't doing none of that. It was just respect. Period. There's no respect today. Ain't none. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none. And it reiterates back, ladies. Don't get mad like some bitches when I say what I'm finna say. Why you think it's so many single women? Because men don't want to be bothered with that nigga that you got in the basement with his funky ass feet, ain't doing nothing, steady coming over, fucking face mask, hoodie on when it's 100 degrees outside. Oh, that's my son. Shit, I mean, he come and go when he feel like it, or, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me hit that blunt. Here come your son in the room. Her mama. That shit, all of that. The most retarded shit ever. And y'all might get mad when I say this shit. Y'all might get mad, and that's just my opinion. To me, I couldn't go smoke no weed with my mama. Hell no. I couldn't even bring a female in the house and fuck in a bed with my mama there. In my room at that. Period. Ever. I used to have to sneak motherfuckers in. Hope I don't get caught. Hope she don't turn that knob. You feel me? And it's just different. But I had an old school mother too. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock nobody for how y'all parent. Y'all parent how y'all want to parent. It's just my opinion. But this is what's going on. Going back to all the murders and homicides of parents getting gunned down by their children. That's crazy, peas. I'm looking at this shit. I'm listening to it on the radio. I'm like, damn. Now I go on social media and look like, damn, 3 more. What the fuck is going on, man? Were they mentally disturbed? No, they not. You treated them like little friends growing up. You didn't parent. You was too busy getting fucked somewhere. You was too busy off in the clubs. You was too busy putting them off on your grandmama and your aunt and my sister gonna watch my kids. I gotta go out every weekend. Shit, leave the kids at home by themselves. Y'all peace in the oven. I'll be back in about an hour, 3 hours later. The kids sleep. Shit all over the place. Stove on, all type of shit. I'm saying, P. Don't get mad when I say these things. I just be looking like I couldn't fathom that shit. My son pulling a gun, I'm finna kill you, daddy. I couldn't even fathom that shit. Or my daughter, I'm finna kill. I couldn't even. There's too much respect there. Too much respect. I ain't lost none of them. Too much respect. I put it down. And my boys will tell you, they'll tell you, my daddy shit. My kids didn't even like me at first. I was that strict. I was strict because I loved them that much that I didn't want them to get lost in the worldly shit. So I'm the strict one. I'm the one whooping ass. I remember one time, I'm going to talk about a quick situation, and my son can verify this. He was 16 at the time, and I ain't going to say his name because I got 4 boys. And one of my daughter's mother called me. My other daughter's mother called me. It's like, you know, whoop-de-whoop on social media, whoop-whoop. I'm like, doing what? Holding what? See? Man, I stopped what I was doing, called his phone, called his mama. I went over there. I said, in front of his friends, I said, let me holler at you in this room real quick. You can bring your friends too. Friends came in there. I didn't yell at them. I asked them a question. My kids, they tell small lies, but they don't lie to me. I say, what's up with social media? What you doing on there? He like, hey, he was young at the time. He like, nothing. I'm like, nothing? You sure it's nothing? Room got quiet. I said, so if I pull up the phone, there's nothing on there, then we on one accord, right? He stared at me. I said, right? Because my children know how I am, and they watch me do a lot of things in life. I'm going to say things I ain't proud of in life. My son say, I looked at him, he looked at me, stare down match. Like, you sure you want me to go on this phone, open it up? He's like, nah, you talking about won't. I said, I'm talking about that. I say, look, I ain't mad. I was young, I get it. And I just explained to him and broke it down to him. These are the consequences behind this. These was the consequences behind my actions. These was what happened to me. This I don't want happen to you. We can't be doing whoop-de-wop. I don't want to see you over whoop-de-wop. You understand me? I didn't have to do no screaming and yelling. Because my son and my children watched me do a lot of things that I'm not proud of in life. And they watch me in a different aspect of life. You feel me? So that was the end of that. No more of that, what he was doing. Because he knew in his heart that I loved him that much that what I told him, I meant what I said. And he was cool after that. So I didn't have to do all that. You know what I'm saying? People always like, you don't have to beat their ass for them to get to understand what you mean. You feel me? Children out here been in different relationships in life that I basically raised because I was with their mother at a young age and I was always been around. They respect me today. That's in the street today. They respect me today. Not because I whooped their ass, because they ain't had no dad in their life. I treat them like shit. I always showed love and I gave them what they really wanted, was that father figure talking conversation of my life and what I went through, and even growing up at a young age. You see what I'm saying? They'll see me. Oh, he used to date my mom. Who was that nigga right there? I used to date my mom back in the day, man. He like my pops. You feel me? It's respect always gonna be there. No matter where I see them at, they could be aging in life. They remember I was in a life and I showed this as a man to another young growing man. We lost track of it. And it's sad. But anyway, it's your boy King Joffrey, man. I had to chime in, talk about that real quick. Real subject, man, real spill. It's sad, man. We gotta do better with our children and try to raise them correctly, because when I see shit like this, man, it's sad, man. You know, it's sad, and shit be happening in life, and life be lifing, but yeah, ain't no way. Anyway, man, it's your boy King Joffrey, man. The Fit. Like, share, subscribe to the page, man. I'm trying to go up, man. Hands stay out, pay me a payment will never matter. It's all the same, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, raise them babies correctly, man. It's your boy King Joffrey. I'm a nigga, I'm out. Peace.